What if I told you this new car just outperformed its biggest rival? And it's not from Tesla, BMW, or Mercedes. The latest model from Ford has taken everyone by surprise, combining features you'd expect in a luxury car with a price tag that feels almost unbelievable. But does it actually deliver on all that hype? Or is it just another shiny promise? Let's find out if the new 1989 Ford Ranger base really changes the game, or fades away fast. The truck we're looking at today isn't just another model from a familiar brand. It's a statement. Ford says this vehicle represents the next chapter in their lineup, built to combine innovation, comfort, and efficiency in a way they've never done before. Positioned right between the compact pickup segment, it's designed to attract everyday drivers who want a taste of something futuristic without a luxury price tag. In many ways, this launch is a defining moment for Ford. The competition is fiercer than ever, with brands like Chevrolet and Toyota already dominating the market. So to win buyers over, Ford had to bring something special, a design that feels fresh, technology that feels intuitive, and performance that leaves a real impression. And on paper, the 1989 Ford Ranger base checks all those boxes. It promises impressive range, advanced safety systems, and a cabin that blends modern tech with everyday comfort. But as always, specs tell only half the story. The real test is what happens when you get behind the wheel. And that's exactly what we're about to explore. Let's start with the first thing that grabs your attention: the design. The 1989 Ford Ranger base doesn't try to scream for attention, but it still turns heads. Its sculpted body lines, bold front grille, and sharp lighting give it a clean yet confident stance. From every angle, you can see what Ford was going for: a look that feels premium without crossing into luxury territory. It's modern, athletic, and just a little aggressive, the kind of design that makes you want to look twice when it passes by. Step inside, and the transformation continues. The cabin feels surprisingly upscale for its segment. Soft touch materials line the dashboard, and every button and control has a reassuring click. The layout is simple and uncluttered, and the analog display feels crisp and intuitive, not over-designed, just functional. Even the ambient lighting, though minimal for its era, gives the interior a calm, modern vibe. Whether you're commuting through city traffic or cruising on a highway, it's the kind of interior that makes you feel a little spoiled. Now, performance. This is where things get interesting. Under the hood, the 1989 Ford Ranger base came with a 2.3-liter inline-4 engine producing around 100 horsepower and 133 lb-ft of torque. But numbers only tell part of the story. Out on the road, the power delivery feels smooth, and the throttle response is immediate without being twitchy. The steering is light in city traffic, but firms up nicely at highway speeds, giving you that extra bit of control. It's not trying to be a sports truck, but it doesn't feel dull either. And that's a hard balance to strike. And for those who care about efficiency, the 1989 Ford Ranger base delivers there too. With a combined fuel economy of around 25 mpb, it proves that performance doesn't have to come at the cost of practicality. Whether you're filling up at the pump or just running daily errands, this truck keeps your wallet and conscience pretty happy. Of course, no vehicle is perfect. While the suspension is tuned for comfort, you can feel a bit of body roll when taking tight corners, and the rear seat space might leave a few people wishing for just a little more. But the trade-off is clear. This truck focuses on everyday usability, not track day bragging rights. Still, what might surprise you most isn't how it drives, but how it feels. There's a sense of refinement and confidence here that wasn't always present in earlier Ford models. It's as if the company finally figured out the right balance between smart engineering and emotional appeal. But here's the kicker. We haven't even talked about the most surprising part yet. Because when you hear what this truck costs and how it stacks up against its biggest rival, you might start questioning whether the competition can keep up at all. And this is where everything comes together. The moment of truth. After all the specs, styling, and hype, it's time to see if the 1989 Ford Ranger base actually lives up to its promise. Out on the open road, the first thing you notice is how composed it feels. The acceleration isn't just quick, it's confident. Press the pedal, and the truck surges forward with purpose, delivering power that feels instant yet controlled. The steering feedback is precise, giving you just enough resistance to feel connected to the road. Even when you push it harder through corners, the chassis holds steady, with minimal body roll and a surprising sense of balance. Then there's the noise, or rather, the lack of it. The cabin stays quiet even at highway speeds, with just a faint hum from the tires. It's the kind of refinement you usually expect from a more expensive pickup. And that's when it hits you. Ford didn't just build a truck, they built confidence. If you're comparing it to the Chevrolet S10, this is where the difference really shows. The Ranger feels more planted, more composed, and dare we say, more fun. The S10 might edge it out slightly in raw power or prestige, but behind the wheel, it's the Ranger that feels more alive, like it's tuned for real people, not just test tracks. But here's the twist. Just when it seems like the 1989 Ford Ranger base has it all, a few cracks appear. The infotainment system, simple as it is for its time, can feel dated by modern standards, and the ride comfort over rough pavement could use a bit more polish. It's not deal-breaking, but it reminds you, perfection still has a price. Still, as the drive ends and you step out, there's that lasting impression. This truck doesn't just perform, it connects. It makes you rethink what you thought you knew about Ford. And if you think the performance was impressive, wait until you hear what it costs. That part might be the biggest surprise of all. So, after spending real time with the 1989 Ford Ranger base, one thing becomes clear. This isn't just another release. It's a statement from Ford. They managed to build a pickup that feels modern, capable, and surprisingly human, something that connects not just through features, but through how it drives and fits into everyday life. If you're the kind of driver who values comfort, practicality, and smart design over flashy specs, the Ranger will probably feel like it was made for you. It's easy to live with, delivers a refined experience, and proves that Ford was taking driver satisfaction seriously, even decades ago. Of course, it's not perfect. The lack of modern infotainment options and slightly tight cabin space might bother some buyers, and its price, though fair at the time, could push it out of reach for budget-conscious shoppers. But when you balance what it does right, the smooth drive, impressive efficiency, and confident design, the overall package feels strong, even in a market packed with big names and bold claims. For buyers considering alternatives like the Chevrolet S10 or Toyota pickup, the choice comes down to priorities. If you want cutting-edge tech or luxury flair, those rivals might still be tempting. But if you're looking for something dependable, well-balanced, and genuinely enjoyable to drive, the 1989 Ford Ranger base quietly wins more points than you'd expect. In the bigger picture, this truck shows how much the U.S. market was already evolving. People wanted vehicles that were efficient, durable, and smartly priced without losing personality. The 1989 Ford Ranger base hit that sweet spot, and if this is the foundation Ford built on, it's no wonder the Ranger nameplate still thrives today. So now, I want to hear from you. Does the 1989 Ford Ranger base deserve all the attention it's getting? Or do you think its competitors still do it better? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button if you enjoyed this review, and subscribe for more honest, in-depth car comparisons every week. Because next time, the results might surprise you even more.